want to introduce one of my best friends. He's the guy that got me into comedy. He told me to sign up for time and just fucking do it. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Jaye Mills.
Yeah, Jaye!
So, what's going on? Hey, before I get started, I want to take can I have a serious moment here? Can we have just a quick moment of silence real quick? Just for 1 second, guys, can we have just one quick moment of silence? Please? Real quick. Moment of silence. Please tip your bartender.
Yeah! There you go!
Or whatever the hell you're supposed to call them, because I don't know what you're supposed to call them anymore. And they're like black people. I know what you're not supposed to call them. Server. What is the technical term? Bartender? What about the ones who are serving tables? They're not bartenders. I just offended them. I'm gonna get like pubes in my beer now. No, they don't do that kind of thing. Exactly. Well, I don't know. You probably don't have pubes, so we're okay. Hopefully that thing's catching on. Hopefully.
Ryan, a Bud Light.
It's great to be here. Thanks to Eric for having me out.
For you?
This is a really great room. You guys are an awesome crowd, so thank you for listening in so far. We really appreciate it. I didn't know really how to start this show because I've been having a rough time of it. Anybody else having a rough time of it lately?
Hell yeah!
I know you guys like, you're a comedian. Your life is just, happy. No, most comedy comes from pain. Right, Spider? Yeah. Right. I'll tell you why I've been having a rough time of it. My girlfriend and I, we've been dating for a year. And the romance is kind of gone after a year. Can anyone relate to that? Yeah. I can boil it down to a specific occasion where the romance in my relationship died. And I'm going to tell you guys this story. She was staying at my house one night, and we woke up and went outside to have a cigarette. And we were standing outside in the cold, maybe a foot apart, maybe me and the mic stand. And I was smoking, and she was smoking. And all of a sudden, she moved her leg, and she farted.
Oh no!
In front of me.
Oh no!
Like I was present when air escaped her asshole. I was there, next to it. I heard it happen. I was confused. For a minute there, I thought, was it me? I don't remember farting. But I'm going to go ahead and take credit for it, because there's no way that this gorgeous 5'7" goddess of a woman broke wind in front of me. That shit doesn't happen. But it did. And I was emotional about it. Not because of the smell. Don't be gross. I was emotional about it. And she was very nonchalant. She acted like it was no big deal that she did this disgusting, horrible act in front of me. So I had to talk to her about it. I said, babe, what was that? I said, what? 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 What do you mean, what? Don't shrug your shoulders at me, woman. We've only been dating a year. I was married 8 years. Never did I ever experience anything on that level. 1 year. And you think it's acceptable to fart in front of me? I gotta get back at her, right? I can't let this slide. She let it slide. I'm not letting it slide. So I've been thinking about ways to get back at her for this, and I came up with the appropriate solution, I think. You guys can feedback on me, let me know if this is right. I think the only way to get back at my girlfriend for farting in front of me is to let her catch me jerking off. But that is not enough. Okay? That's really not that big of a deal, and maybe she's kind of freaky, she might be into it. I don't know. So I gotta trump it. I gotta bring it up to the next level. So I thought maybe I'll let her catch me jerking off to pictures of her. No, that's not creepy enough. Then I got weird and thought maybe a baby picture of her, but that's just... Maybe a picture of her ex-husband. That's a possibility. That works on several levels. But I finally settled on this, and you guys tell me if I'm right. I'm gonna let her catch me jerking off the pictures of her mom.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Is that good?
That's good.
I took her to New York City. We're cool. It's really not that big of a deal, but it's a funny story. I took her to New York City for our anniversary and Valentine's Day. I know, right? I'm a good boy.
What grade? What grade?
I did that to kind of rekindle things. We had a great time. New York City. I mean, I grew up in Youngstown. Youngstown's great. I love it. But New York is fucking amazing, right? Where else can you go in the world where you have to step over a hobo to eat fine French food? Nowhere. And we went to the American Museum of Natural History. Because we're both really into science and shit like that. We pretend to be intellectuals. And that's beautiful. Anybody ever been there? It's amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? The stuff you learn. There's an entire wing, and I'm not that educated, okay? High school diploma. Barely. There's an entire wing devoted to the evolution of man. Because let's face it, believe in God, whatever the fuck you don't care. But evolution of man. There are all these different experiences and it can teach you about where we came from, okay? And I'm going to preface this next story with... I'll just add. Where are my racists at? That is not how I thought that went. Let it go. Alright, I'm going to talk to you guys for a minute. In the American Museum of Natural History, there's a wing that talks about evolution of man. And there's a sign up that says, what about differences in skin color? And it scientifically breaks it down. Listen up, racists, this is for you. All human beings can be traced back to what is called mitochondrial Eve. We all came from Africa. Let it soak in, racists. At one point in time, we were all black. All of us. Nothing but black people. Some of us, black people, decided we were sick of all these black people, so we hightailed it to Siberia. Which is why now we are lighter skinned, because we needed to take in vitamin D. You were all black.
What do you do?
Suck it, racists.
Oh, man.
Every last one of you. I found that fascinating, because racism is bullshit. It's just holding on to shit that maybe your dad taught you. I don't know. Maybe you watch too much CMT or NASCAR. I don't know. You drink too much PBR.
That's hipsters.
It's all bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Most of everything that goes on, I know this is going to be a revelation to a lot of you, but most of everything that goes on in the world, most of every word that is coming out of your loud mouths tonight is bullshit.
Yeah, baby.
Guys in the back of the bar trying to hook up with that girl is bullshit, man. It ain't gonna work. If it works, let me know what you said later. even my jokes, it's bullshit. It really is. I mean, you're laughing, we're having a good time, but it's bullshit. And I think nothing but bullshit all the time. I'm 32 years old. I would think by this point in my life, I would be more intelligent. I would have something important to say. I would be changing the world. That's bullshit. All of it is. I think completely ridiculous things. I do completely ridiculous things. I gave my son a weird middle name so he didn't grow up to be a serial killer. That's bullshit. I think stupid stuff like, why do they sell condoms next to diapers? We already did it. It's already done. Sell condoms next to alcohol. Please. Bullshit. Why do homeless people ask you for the most ridiculous amounts of change? Hey man, you got 37 cents? What? Nobody has 37 cents. I have $1. Nah, man, I'm trying to catch the bus. And on the subject of homeless people, where do they get Sharpies? Those things cost like $5 a piece. Do something better with your money. Buy some crack or whatever it is you do. I don't know. If you're interested in crack, I'm selling crack out of my car later on after the show. Spider's got some CDs. We're all trying to make money. I would really want to be more intelligent as I get older. It's the point I'm trying to get across to you, fine people. Some of you think you're intelligent. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't know. I'm just trying to get through this whole aging process. It's difficult, right, Ben?
Oh, man.
How old are you?
61.
61, huh? That's good. Ma'am, how old are you? Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to ask. Oh. Like, I clearly can't tell how old a woman is by looking at her. Why are we still not allowed to ask women their age?
Oh, good for you. You look fine.
Seriously, why?
Because.
Bullshit! See? It's all bullshit. Because. What, like Revlon is making something that's going to make me know you're not 21?
Good for you. Good for you. I survived.
I'm 32, like I said, and everything's just falling apart. My body's just going to shit, and I don't care. I should care. Michelle Obama says I should care.
What's your name? Yeah. Okay.
Fuck her for taking pizza out of school, right? What am I supposed to tell my son about that? Barack, my man. I love it.
I used to go down there and
Michelle, just sit in the White House and do some laundry. Make Barack a sandwich. Do something women do, I don't know. Stop fucking with school lunch. The pizza turnover. Does anybody remember the school lunch pizza turnover? If she got rid of that, I swear to God, I'm sicking Hillary on her right now. My body has just gone completely to shit, and it's almost like right now, it's like a silent letter. Like it's there, you see it, but you're not supposed to say anything about it. That's how I feel. You know what I'm talking about.
I got you.
That might have been a little over their heads. I'm working on it. There's one thing I really enjoy about getting older. There is one thing that is not complete bullshit. And that is the perspective you gain as you get older. That is a true thing. You do learn a lot about perspective and how to look at the world differently through mature eyes. I'm going to tell you what I mean by way of a little story. It's getting very loud. I feel like I'm shouting. Am I shouting? Yeah,
shout,
right,
scream it.
I'm going to scream out.
Scream it, baby.
Yeah?
Go for it.
I don't have the balls to scream the N-word like...
No.
I'll stop recording.
I don't. I really don't. I was growing up and I had a... hi, how are you? A close-up of me? Is it better than you expected? Oh my. Does anybody else want to see a close-up of me? If anybody else wants to see a close-up of me, I'll be selling those out of my car later as well. I'll make you a good deal. Anyway, back on the subject, perspective getting older. As I was growing up, I had a neighborhood friend named Joe. And Joe was my boy. We were tight. He was like my brother. And me and him and my stepbrother would hang out. And he moved out of the neighborhood a long time ago, but every once in a while he comes back, and my parents still live in the same house. And so Joe will come by and visit. And my mom told me recently that Joe came by, and Joe was looking at pictures on the mantle. And he walked up to a picture of me, and he goes, is that Jay? He turned into a good-looking man. My perspective has changed now, and I now know that Joe is gay. Whatever. I don't care. I do, however, care to know if Joe was gay when we were growing up, because that's going to put a different spin on a lot of the games we played. What were we hiding and who was seeking? I should have known, though. And this is the perspective that I'm talking about. I should have known there were signs all along. When I was 14 years old, we used to watch Scrambled HBO. And every once in a while, you'd see a nipple. And it was the greatest thing that ever happened to you.
Yeah, I know.
So we were talking to Joe. We were like, last night, man, HBO was coming in great. We saw Real Sex. Did you watch it? No, I was watching the R&B Surf Marathon on PBS. Hit number 1. I should have known. The one thing, though, that really disturbs me about this is that I was always the first one to fall asleep. Now, you know what happens to the first one who falls asleep, right? What do? You fuck with him. And goddamn it, if I wasn't always the one who fell asleep first. So one day, we had a little sleepover, which is weird referring to that way now. And I woke up, and across the side of my face was drawn the most beautiful dick. Statue of David had nothing on this masterpiece that was drawn on the side of my face. Large, supple, erect, hairy, sweaty, uncircumcised, drawn across my face. Now that's cool and that's all well and good, but now that I know that Joe was gay, I'm thinking to myself, was this freehand? My name is Jay Mills. Thank you guys so much.